Sometimes a lot of our shoulder issues are due to poor stabilization coming from the chest and the back muscles. Those are large muscles, they're prime muscles. So we need to strengthen our chest muscles and our back muscles so that our shoulders are more stable, especially in racket sports, tennis, pickleball. So because this is so light, I'm going to be able to pick it up. We're going to do a modified push-up. Doesn't matter how many you do. What's most important is that you control the descent, but you're powerful in the return. And you need, if doing it on the floor is a little too hard, getting down to the floor, or most importantly, you don't feel like you can handle the body with your current body weight, we can modify that by taking some of that body weight off. So I'm going to take my VersaFit 360, put it on the couch. Now I have a nice stable surface. I'm going to go into a series of push-ups, followed by a core series. For this, I'm only going to do 5 repetitions. So I'm going to get myself set up. Remember to keep your shoulders directly over your hands. My tummy is tight. Pulling down, pushing up. 1. Now I'm already in a plank position, which is really important for core strength. But I'm going to do a set of 10 alternate knee pull-ups. Make sure that my head is tall. Don't want to be rounding your back, looking at your toes. Want to be looking up at the ceiling. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. That's a nice combo series. We're going to do a second set. Same thing. We'll do a push-up, and I'm going to do a slightly different core plank series. Before I even start to push up, I engage my lat muscles, bring my chest up, suck my belly in. Pulling myself in, pushing strong. And this is my 5th one. Now I'm going to alternate my knee crossover. 1, 2. Fight the urge to look down. Keep the eyes and the head up. Make that neck muscle hold your head up. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And here I'm going to do a little bit of a low back stretch. Already in this position. That feels good. As you get in better condition, you'll be able to create some variety. This next set for our push-ups and our core is a more of an advanced series. I'm going to do a push-up and then do a knee pull-in. Okay? It's called the Spider-Man. So it's going to look like this. I'm only going to do 5. Down, up, side, side. 4 more. Down, up, side, side. Down, up. Last 2. 1 more. Okay. And I'm going to stretch my. If for some reason doing that depth of a push-up still is a challenge, then don't go down this deep. You got the rest of your life to slowly get stronger and improve your range of motion. Next series we're going to do is still for my chest. And I'm going to do some flies, which is really important for our forehand motion in both pickleball and tennis. I'm going to use one of my lighter weights and my handles, and I'm going to connect this through what happens to be the R3 and the R1. Because this is a stable apparatus, I can sit on it. I'm basically turning my couch into a workout bench. I'm going to take my bands. I'm going to get a sense for my tension. My tummy's tight. I'm going to do my flies. I'm just going to do 8 of these. Good. Really work that full range. Keep chin and chest tall, body posture. You don't want to be moving like this, because then when you move like that, you train like that. We're going to do a set of lean back bicycles. Once again, good for the core. Tummy tight. I'm going to do 5 forward. I'm going to reverse it. Sometimes reversing is a little more challenging. The brain's got to work a little bit different. But that's good for the brain. Remember, we also want to exercise the brain too. All right, round 2. This is going to be my second one. Really work that range. Let that come back. Gives a little stretch. Check your posture. 3, 4. Avoid this. And avoid moving from the hands. Through the chest. Through the chest. The hands and the dumbbell and the bands are the last thing to move. Your chest is the first thing. 2 more times. Nice. I'm going to do one more set of lean back bicycles. Notice how my spine is tall. I'm not rounding my back. Keeping my spine tall. Reverse it. Okay, that's 2 sets. Now, put this back on the floor for my back exercises. So now I want to address my back muscles because, once again, your back muscles are not only stabilizers for your shoulders, but they're key muscles in protecting your shoulders, and they also need to be strengthened. This exercise is going to be our ski pullbacks. We're going to step back a little bit. My arms are straight. I'm going to bend forward, keep my arms straight, use my lat muscles to pull my hands and handles all the way back to my hips. 8 times. This is a power move, but remember to control your return effort. Inhale. 1. See what I do? Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go right into another back exercise. We're going to cross our bands over. We're going to bend over. We're going to do our back flies. Coming tight, a little bit of the sit. Get your shoulder blades. Just 8. Okay. Next, we're going to move into our shoulders. So my first exercise is going to be my above the head shoulder press. I'm going to step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm going to bring these up into a press position. My ears, shoulders, and hips are on one line. My belly pulled in. I'm working good posture, even though gravity is wanting to push me down. I'm going to push up, pull down. Try to get a full extension and keep your head up. Challenge yourself not to start to bring your head down to get range. Let's do 3 more. All righty. Now we're going to go into our straight arm lift. Our shoulders are down, our chest is tall. Once again, lifting, controlling. Lifting, controlling. Powerful lift from my shoulder, controlled descent. Last 4, 3, 2. Try not to lift from the hands. You're lifting from the shoulder, then through the forearm, then through the wrist, then through the hand, then through the handle, then the hand. Not from the hands. So this above the head shoulder press is really important for recovering lobs. The better range you have of strength and stability, less likely you are to strain your shoulder, more likely you are to have more control. Okay? If I can only lift this high, then this becomes the limitation. And this is going to affect my shot. Same thing with my straight arm lift. How many times do we have to lift that paddle? Protect our face. Someone's putting a shot right at her shoulder, which is intentional because they know it's hard to get a shot here. But our reaction is to get that paddle up. So we have to strengthen that motion. 1 more round for my shoulder presses. Always work your best posture. Power, control. Last 3. Power, control. Best posture. Okay. If you want to add some shrugs in between, go for it. That's fine. Now we're going to do a straight arm lift. I'm going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back for my first 5. I'm going to switch. All righty. Okay, that's my shoulder series. All right, so next I'm going to go into my bicep and my tricep series. Your biceps and triceps are like secondary muscles. They're small muscles. They're important muscles, but they're not primary muscles like your chest and your back, your glutes and your thighs. So I'm going to back the exercises up back to back. I'm going to do a set for my biceps, immediately a set for the triceps, so that I get a lot of blood into that whole extremity. Everybody's familiar with the curl. This is a simple bicep curl. Still, I want to check that my feet are shoulder width apart. My posture is aligned. My tummy is tight. You don't want to lift from the shoulders. I want to tuck my elbows in like I have a $100 bill here, $100 bill here. Don't lose your $100 bills. Here we go. Control the descent, be explosive in the lift. This is where we build the strength on the down motion. We build the power with the force. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we're going to do the tricep kickback. I like the tricep kickback because it's important that we do keep practicing bending forward, which helps with balance. Elbows kick back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice my elbows are not here. They're high. My arms are parallel to the ceiling. My tricep kicks and catches. 2 more times. And then I'm come back. I'll go right back into my bicycle. We get a lot of blood into those extremities too. You're going to feel a real pumping here. Control the descent. Work on full range. You don't want to see this. You move small, you train small. Full range motion. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Full extension. You got to discipline yourself to execute the proper mechanics. Now I'm going to do my bent over kickbacks. Full extension. Don't stop there. Full. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 more round just for fun. I'm going to do a staggered step. You can even do single leg balance while doing the curls. That's another level of progression and challenge. We'll do another stagger step, just 6. My arms are really, really full now. There's a lot of blood in my arms. Going right back into my triceps. Once again, staggered step. Paying attention to my weight distribution. In this position, my head and my butt are counterbalancers to each other. It's important that we understand what that feels like. How many times do we need to get down here? So we need to train that position under stress. So a strong, healthy rotation in your torso is essential, not only for being able to have more range in your play, because there has to be a lot of turning and while hitting or retrieving the ball, but also for your spine health. When you have a good, healthy, strong rotation, you're protecting your spine. Anytime you rotate and reach, you're risking your spine. So you need to keep those muscles around the spine really, really strong, but at the same time, flexible. And that takes working range. So we're going to do our torso twist. I have 1 band looped through my beat through, which is back 2, connected to 1 handle. And I'm going to put both hands on. I'm going to turn my arms into a triangle. And I'm going to do what's called a low-high rotation, keeping my tummy tight, not moving from my hands, I'm moving from my torso. Let's drive it up, control it down. 2, I'm going to do 5 of these. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now we got to do the other side, so I'm just going to turn around. Before you can start to move the hands or the band or the feet, I'm going to get myself anchored, pull my belly in, notice my chest slightly out. You don't want to tuck in, because that's going to put a lot of strain in the low part of the spine. I want to get my glutes engaged, pull my belly in. Here we go. Now, once again, we'll switch to this side. Going into that forehand. Right? 2-hand forehand. Okay, here we go. One more set for the other side. So this next exercise, we're going to intentionally replicate the forehand and the backhand motion, all right? And my previous exercise was the torso twist. My band was doubled over, so it was twice the amount of tension. Now I have a single band, and it's attached basically through my right 1, my front 3, my front 2, to where it is now. Okay? So I had to kind of weave it through. But my backhand motion Still a little bit of a rotation from the hips, from the torso, moving through the torso, through the shoulder, through the arm, into the hand. Never lead with the hand. That's how we get carpal tunnel, strains in our wrists and our shoulders and our elbows. So let's replicate this. Here we go. 1, 2, follow through. 3, 4, 5, full extension, full follow through. I'm going to turn this way now. Same thing. 1, 2. Notice how my arm's a little further out away from me. Okay. Let's do one more time for this side. Got my backhand. Really concentrating on moving through here, through here, through here, then to here. This takes practice. You've got to slow the motion down a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to switch this over to the other side. Okay. I'm going to start with my right side forehand. 5 times. Backhand. Move it to the forehand again. Before you start moving, set. Get yourself set. Sit a little bit. I call it saddle sit. If you're riding a horse, you sit in the saddle with the tushy slightly up. Or if you're at a bar stool, you know how to sit at a bar stool, so you don't slide off. Here we go. And let's do one more. Remember, hips, torso, upper back, arms, hand, then band. Got to train that thinking, because that's going to pay off when you're actually playing. You want to use the strong muscles to move the ball, not the small muscles. Because your competition, if they know how to do that, they're going to play better towards the end of the game because they're going to have more energy and more conditioning. All right, so the VersaFit 360 comes with a customized mat fit right in the middle of the station so that you can actually lay down on it and do your stretches or do your pelvic work or do your sideline leg work. We're going to use it for kneeling. So we're going to do some rotator cuff exercises. And the key to rotator cuff exercises is ear to shoulder alignment. We don't want the shoulder rolling forward. We want it in its saddle. And the other thing is engaging the lats to keep it down and keeping the elbow tucked in so that we are isolating the shoulder and not using the hands. But most importantly is we're moving from the shoulder and not moving from it. We don't want to use a lot of force because these muscles, believe it or not, are quite sensitive. And if memory serves me right, there's something like 21 or 22 muscles that all tie into the shoulders. So that's the reason why the shoulders have a high level of strain and risk, because there's a lot of little muscles in it. So I'm moving over. I got my elbow tucked in. I may even go off a little bit because I have long arms. And I'm going to keep my elbow tucked in with that $100 bill between my elbow and my ribs. And I want to let that open, check my posture. I'm going to do 2 more. Don't need to open up more. Don't need to push it over more. That's how we're going to strain ourselves. Remember, we want to increase range of motion over your lifetime, increase strength over your lifetime. So don't try to get it all in 30 seconds. I'm going to move over now for the other side. Just going to do 5 of you. Okay. We'll move over for the other arm again. Elbow tucked in, shoulders down, chest up. Using these muscles to rotate my forearm, hand, and handle in. Control the opening. And let's do one more for the other side. Okay. Now, you're going to turn around to the other side. If you happen to be watching your TV, you just may have to switch the band over to the other side. Keep your eyes and head up. Where the eyes go, the head follows. Where the head goes, the body follows. Remember that. And I got one more set. Okay. So that's your rotator cuff work. Once again, overused, underconditioned muscles are the second largest reason why people have to stop playing pickleball. And either get physical therapy, or heal, recover. And unfortunately, as we do get older, recovery becomes longer. So if you have to be out for 3 weeks because of recovery, and your counterparts are playing or practicing or drilling, they're getting better. And now you got to get back into condition and trying to catch up to their level, which means you may repeat the cycle of overuse, strain, and sooner or later you may not be playing. And we don't want that. It's a tour.